COVID-19 has unleashed havoc, not just for businesses, but for entire lives. And so the term VUCA has suddenly gained popularity. VUCA stands for volatility, uncertainty, complexity, and ambiguity. But the genesis of VUCA goes back to the 50s, and it was used by NASA in the early days. And then the military started to use the term VUCA. But actually, the world really doesn't care for this term VUCA, which is this, as I said, volatility, uncertainty, complexity, and ambiguity. The most popular word that we all use as humans is risk, especially in businesses. Okay, the word risk is way more common than uncertainty, but the term uncertainty is getting much more popular lately. Okay, but the question is, why is it important for entrepreneurial leaders? Who cares? Right? It's very central to how we make decisions. Okay, there's a fundamental difference between risk and uncertainty. Risk is about the past. We can estimate risk. We can calculate risk. We have data from iPhone 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We have spreadsheets. We roughly understand the relationships between variables. And we make decisions based on what if analysis. What if the prices of oil? What if the price of oil goes to $100 a barrel? What if the price of oil goes to $60 a barrel? What if the price of oil goes to $30 a barrel? But actually, we were never prepared for a minus $25 per barrel of oil. That is uncertainty. We were ready for risk, but not for uncertainty. So uncertainty and ambiguity is about the future. Okay? And all strategy, all innovation, all change management, and all crises have uncertainties and ambiguities. Unknown, and we have to make decisions with unknowns surrounding us as entrepreneurial leaders. So there are risk managers and uncertainty navigators. Risk management is fundamental to managing the current business, existing products, existing markets, existing technologies, existing cash flows. Right? But uncertainty navigation is about the future. So we all have different mindsets and behaviors when it comes to risk and uncertainty. We call it thought and action at Babson, entrepreneurial thought and action. And what is this? At times we are a risk manager, at times we are an uncertainty navigator. So we have our comfort zones. It's a spectrum. Okay. At times we have to analyze and act, and at other times we have to act and analyze. We have to act and create data where there is no data, and then analyze the data, and then act again. So this is about, again, thinking our way into new action or acting our way into new thinking. And so, as I said before, there are times when we have to manage risk. At times we have to navigate this uncertainty, and there are times we have to confront ambiguity. And for me, I started getting fascinated about these kinds of things nearly 30 years ago when I was doing my PhD program. And I was working on patient satisfaction in healthcare settings, where patients had very little knowledge of many of the processes or the outcomes of what would happen. And yet it had a huge impact on their satisfaction and also their decision-making abilities, especially in the absence of data. And so for entrepreneurs and entrepreneurial leaders, it's the same thing. They have to make decisions in the absence of data and surrounded by unknowns. And that's what is fascinating in leadership.